Okay.
Hello, everyone. This is Jude here, along with,
Here, what's up, everybody?
and today we are going to talk about the Kingdom Hearts Union Cross finale.
Oh, what a finale it is. A lot of. Let's just get into it. I can't describe it in words. Let's go on Nomura's wild ride of that is Kingdom Hearts Key or Cross.
Yeah, even though it's been about 5 years ever since Union Cross first started, and now that it's come to an end, we learned a lot of things that were so shocking into the series that we did not even realize until now.
Alright, so let us review what happened during this finale. So, for what we know, now, the Master Masters did make a time machine. So, our old theory that we made from time travel was kind of on the money. As well as he wants to get rid, no matter what world he goes to, every world that's in the Kingdom Hearts universe right now, that we're in, always will have darkness. So he wants to have a world where darkness does not exist. And the only place that he can think of where darkness doesn't exist is outside the Kingdom Hearts universe, which is the universe where Thundradum is at this point.
Yes, that's precisely where it is in Melody of Memory since it was revealed to that world.
Yeah, so that solves what the Masters goal is. You don't know why he wants to get rid of darkness completely, but I don't know. We'll have to see later down the line. Like I don't know. Down the line when Kingdom Hearts 4 is a thing. Which is hopefully not going to take another 15 years.
Well, let's hope it doesn't, because we've already waited long enough for Kingdom Hearts 3, and we did not want to wait years later on and have more delays. Even though there may or may not be, we don't have any ideas of the slightest.
You know what? You know this might be going off topic a bit, but The World Ends With You took 13 years to get its sequel.
13 years is so long that none of us would have expected that, but the sequel just happened. In fact, you were right about 13 years. It's been about that long ever since the first game, The World That Ends With You, started.
Yeah, so we'll get into that next month. Anyway, back to Kingdom Hearts here. The finale gets really weird. Okay, so let's refresh here. Both Marluxia and Larxine's Somebodies do go back in time. They are the first to go back in time, along with Ventus, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And Brave stays behind.
Yeah, he did. And Enfermer still stayed in the past, even though he was the last survivor in the Daybreak Town's ruin.
Yes, and speaking of which, I did make a timeline of where the possible locations of these characters would be. So, this is going to be shown to post here, so I made a little diagram where each character will be. So we know Brain is somewhere after Mera gets out of the data world, which is somewhat post or the beginning of Dark Road, sort of, just before Xehanort is even born, all that stuff. We'll get to that in a bit. So, and Ventus here, which is like this blue line right here, he's in post/beginning of Birth by Sleep, and we do see a shadow come around here in the background of the cutscene and that's Vanitas, most likely, because of course, why not? Not because then Xehanort found him eventually, and then took him to the island, woke him up. Rinse and repeat. We all know the story of Birth by Sleep if you play the game or watch the cutscenes on YouTube. That's been just, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or that we've played it, so continue on, Gear.
Okay, so then we get to the next timeline. This is just me guessing. Here, I'm not sure where they're located, but I think Marluxia and Lartine somebody are I think Marluxia might be in Snow White or the Seven Dwarfs Woodlands, maybe. There's a bunch of flowers. I have no clue. Could be a different location entirely. I guess they are somewhere during or after Birth by Sleep, though. Which is my guess, is where they ended up. So, post Birth by Sleep timeline. Then we get to some. This is just guessing from the the journal reports that you get in Kingdom Hearts 3 about Mystery Girl X. I'm still guessing it's Skuld. It would make a lot of sense if it's her, since Edmira survived, everybody else survived. Skuld should survive, because let's be honest, even though a world blows up, most likely you end up somewhere else, like what Sora did back in Kingdom Hearts 1. He was sucked into Traverse Town when his world was destroyed. So I'm guessing Skuld landed to Radiant Garden, where she's located and probably captured and studied on.
Yeah, that is a most likely possibility since Skuld arrived into that timeline, and that timeline most likely taking place right after the events of Birth by Sleep. Although I may or may not be sure about that, but it might be a possibility.
I'm guessing it might be during or before Birth by Sleep, because it has to be around the same time where both Lee and
Isa.
I forget the name of Isa. Sorry.
It's cool.
Sorry, forget his name. Okay, so I know it's about that time when they're trying to get into the building and become the guards or whatever.
Yeah.
So around that time, and then we have every mirror. We're still kind of vague of how far into the past he went into, but for what we know from the end cutscene, he's like a hero or a master, if you will, of Skylar Akylum.
The pre-version of it before it became exactly Scala at Kylum itself.
Yes, before Xehanort arrived, before any of that happened, he was there first. And so the brain also was transferred into Skylar at Kylum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pre-version of it. We can just call it at that.
Yeah, pre-Skylar at Kylum.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we do get to learn a little bit more about Brain. Brain has actually, this is my guess, I'm guessing he's Luxu possessed Brain at this point.
Yes. If I remember distinctively back at Kingdom Hearts 3 when we first played the game of it, there was a scene that Luxu has taken on many forms and cast his old form away. And he says he's been through plenty of symbolisms. Before he knows it, he's been through quite a lot, so it would make sense that Luxu would possess Brain during the time of the Dandelions, right after the events of the Keyblade War.
So took his body, and now he's in the past. And we do actually see what he could become later on with hold on, I forgot his name. Let me go to the video footage and go forward, and we're gonna look at this.
I think I might have a guess. It's hold on. It starts with a V, A, Ram or Regan.
Hold on.
Basically the one in the code figure in the pre-Skull at Kylum. The one who talked to Brain.
He has a hat on. He has the hat on right now, and his name is. Let's see, play faster. Yeah, geez, sorry about this, folks. This is a rough take right here. So his name is Sigard, or with an S.
Sigurd.
Sigard. But add a Z and maybe get rid of the U, or I don't know, add an A. You get, or Sigbar, if you will. So this is probably Luxu's next form, not too long after. Then probably was transferred into Radiant Garden at that point, before Birth by Sleep.
Yeah. most likely a possibility that whatever was inside, basically, before transferring, he might have been another experiment in the birth by sleep before Sigmar was created.
Well, let's think about this. What? I'm trying to. What was I gonna talk about? It has. What's the birth by sleep?
Sigurd being possessed as another form?
Yeah, that, and just I'm trying to figure how he could get to it. So it wasn't that, no.
Could it be just an experiment?
I don't think he would be experiment. I think he would just transfer. Like, didn't Xehanort say a guy like Kylum was a sleeping world?
Yep, most likely.
Okay then. I think I kind of figured out. So, either Skylar and Kylum bald at one point, causing him to transfer to another world, which is Radiant Garden. I'm guessing. So that's what we're probably going to learn about in Kingdom Hearts 4, or the next game is going to be, where Mickey goes to Skylar and Kylum and learn the history of the Keyblade.
Yes, learning the history about that takes place right after Melody and Memories, but we already know that much by playing the game.
Yeah.
Alright, ready to continue on with the theory?
Yeah, let's get on some theories. Lay it on me. You got any theories you like to tell me? And actually, in fact, tell me what you told me yesterday about Chi, or
Chi. Alright. What I remember correctly is that during the whole finale, we learned about the player that had the name Chi. Now, I'm not sure if this is accurate or not, but the player's name is Chi, which started as an X. Meaning, before becoming exactly who we think it is, I remember the title. And when I remember the main antagonist of the Birth by Sleep story, this had me thinking, what if you take the X off of the character name and the remaining letters to Union Cross, known as Union Xehanort?
Yeah. So it all makes sense now, because apparently you, the player, that's right, you, the player, the one that's playing this game right now, or used to play it on your phone or whatever, you are the reincarnation to Xehanort. So yeah, all that stuff that happened with Xehanort, all that Woody smackdown that you get in Kingdom Hearts 3, that's to you. As a reincarnation of Xehanort, you get that mad smackdown from Woody entirely. So that's you're Xehanort now. Nomura was so angry about trolling about Xehanort for all these years. He's like, you know what? You're all Xehanort. Every single who played this game, who is the main protagonist, is a Xehanort. Congratulations.
Yep. It turns out that your most precious character that you created and customized and have started with is actually Master Xehanort himself from the very beginning, leading up from the Union Cross to Dark Road as a reincarnation of basically yourself to Master Xehanort, or Xehanort before he became a master.
Yep.
And what surprised me most of all is that I only figured if the name Chi is actually the player's name, and as it turns out, I may or may not be right, like I mentioned, so it's a shocking theory I discovered.
I wouldn't put it past Nomura to put something this obvious and let it slip by our hands like this so easily.
Would you imagine the next character to be exactly like from the beginning of the game into exactly what the game of the introduction of the character is? It could be the connection, and it was quite obvious from the start.
Well, yeah, I guess. Anyway, we gotta talk about the big elephant in the room. Yeah, you know Dream Drop Distance? You know the one game that's kind of the black sheep of the Kingdom Hearts series, the one that people are not really a fan of? You know those cute little Dream Meters? They're dead soldiers and charities combined once they fallen or go to the other world, or in this case, the great beyond, if you will.
The origin of how the Dream Eaters began started with the Keyblade wielders died in the battle, and then became reincarnated or fused together with the Dream Eaters, the Cherethes, as Dream Eaters, the ones in Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah, so all those Dream Eaters that you mocked are actually Keyblade wielders, and it actually makes sense in Kingdom Hearts 3, where Sora gets the Dream Eaters first, Alvin, these Keyblade wielders to his side. Those are all most likely the Dream Eaters.
The Dream Eaters that have started, right?
Yeah, all those Dream Eaters that he befriended are all the same Keyblade wielders that helped him during that fight.
Yeah, kind of a shocking theory about what we learned so far, right?
Yeah, it's insane.
Uh-huh. I mean, how crazy it is to think that the Dream Eaters that we knew and didn't play in our channel would actually be the Keyblade wielders all along. It was kind of a shocking theory, or even a surprise one, but it happened as it is.
Yeah, it's kind of bizarre. So, I don't know where the series is going to go from here at this point. All we know is we're most likely going to get a movie out of this, I'm guessing. Like, I wouldn't put it past Nomura to make a movie of this finale for those who haven't really got into Kingdom Hearts, Union Cross or whatever.
Yeah, and a lot of people really want a remake of Union Cross as a remake game version of it, but it'll pretty much take up a lot of work, a lot of stuff, and a lot of people would deserve a remake of Union Cross right after the app has shut down and I placed it onto offline until the near end of June 30th, this month.
How do you think they would do it? What do you think they put on the Switch or something?
Well, that depends on how or why they wanted to have it, or they could just have it on PC version, which would be a convenient way to start with that.
Oh, that's true. They do have Kingdom Hearts on PC now, so that can work.
Yep, it's a possibility that ever since the Kingdom Hearts PC version came along, a lot of people have been going crazy about the mods, the editing, all that stuff, creations. They'll most likely add all that into the PC, or consoles, or anything, or on the go, whatever fits the boat.
Yeah, so overall, it was a sad ending indeed, but I enjoyed the ride. As crazy as it was, I had fun.
Uh-huh. It was a great experience to talk about the theories for Kingdom Hearts Union Cross finale.
So what do you really think of so what do you think's gonna happen now for Kingdom Hearts 4? You have any thoughts or theories what's going forward?
Well, I don't have any theories, but this might be just a thought, but what if, like, say, Sora's still in Quadrium, or pretty much end up in a different place, and learns about the truth about what exactly happened in the past, or whatever it is, since he's not in Skull at Kylum. What if someone from the old past, like someone from the timeline, or Sora that ends up in a different place, talks to the person, learns the truth, and figures a way how to get all the Dream Eaters back to being human?
Could be a puff. Might be when at that point going to SkyCon to find out the truth.
Yes, and that might be shocking, right?
Yeah, that'd be pretty shocking. In terms of what Sora getting back, I have no idea, because we know it's not like he's dead. He's in a different dimension.
Uh-huh. Shows that he's still alive.
Yeah, so either they gotta need a new waypoint to head back home, or whatnot. I don't know.
But we'll find out soon once Nomura brings us information.
Alright, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed these Kingdom Hearts discussions. It's been a while since we got to do them again. So yeah, it was pretty short, but heck, if you guys have any other theories, you want to talk to us about something, let us know in the comments. We'll respond. We like to hear your stuff too.
Well, this has been Jude.
And Gear.
We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Peace out.